Alright everybody, how we doing today? Shall we proceed with a classic? You know it, you love it, it's Brexit. UK Prime Minister's election campaign launch marred by gaffe resignation, doctored video. Whoops. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson tried to fire up supporters of the Brexit rallying cry on Wednesday, after the first day of his election campaign was marred by a ministerial resignation, a gaffe about a deadly tower blaze, and a doctored video advert. This is by Reuters in Birmingham. Johnson called a snap December 12th election in a bid to break the Brexit deadlock that he says has paralyzed Britain for more than 3 years, and has started to undermine confidence in the world's fifth largest economy. Just an hour after meeting Queen Elizabeth to formally begin the campaign, Johnson's Minister for Wales, Alan Cairns, resigned after being accused of lying about his knowledge about an aide who allegedly sabotaged a rape trial. At the start of the campaign, Johnson's Conservatives enjoy a lead over the opposition Labour Party of between 7 and 17 percentage points, though pollsters warn that their models are wilting beside the Brexit furnace. Johnson held a rally in Birmingham, casting the election as the most important in a generation and setting out the campaign message he will take across the country. "Let's get Brexit done, my friends, and get on with our project of sensible, moderate, but tax-cutting one-nation conservatism," he said, to loud cheers from party supporters, waving banners promoting health, education, and policing reforms. Johnson said Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn hated wealth and was thus like Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, who spent millions at a dozen labor camps. Corbyn said such remarks were nonsense that the super-rich came up with to avoid paying more tax. Look, wealth taxes are a terrible idea. Just go on Google and literally look up Sweden in the 1970s. It tells you everything you need to know. They'll either move their money into an offshore account, leave the country, and then, you know, without the super rich to make investments in new products and new industries, your production of new products will become harder and harder to manage. Your currency won't go as far, and your GDP growth may indeed halt altogether. So it's a terrible idea. You need rich people to make investments at the top. That's how it works. However, just because of this, to call Jeremy Corbyn Joseph Stalin, a man who literally has a higher body count than Hitler, yeah, that's retarded. That is absolutely retarded. What are you doing, Boris? What are you doing? Oh my god. Retards. Retards! And worse still, Conservative Party Chairman James cleverly spent the morning, spent the morning distributing a doctored video clip of a rival Labour politician instead of touting Johnson's election campaign launch. Another prominent Conservative, Jacob Rees-Mogg, apologized on Tuesday after he suggested the victims of a 2017 blaze at London's Grenfell Tower so to use common sense to ignore firefighters' instructions to stay in the burning building. Well, not to get on his bandwagon, but what kind of hell firefighter tells someone to stay in a burning building? I'm missing some context here. But Johnson hopes he will win a big enough majority in Parliament to get the Brexit deal he agreed with Brussels last month ratified and lean Britain out of the Union in January. Johnson painted Labour's Corbyn as a socialist wrecker determined to usher in yet more political crisis. "They pretend that their hatred is directly only at certain billionaires, and they point their fingers at individuals with a relish and vindictiveness not seen since Stalin persecutes the kulaks." There he goes again. Stop it. He's not Stalin. He's not! Johnson wrote an article for the Daily Telegraph newspaper that would destroy the very basis of this country's prosperity. Corbyn, speaking at a campaign event in the English town of Telford, said Labour would deliver real change and share power and wealth with people who don't have friends in high places. Sounds like an empty promise. He also cautioned against believing the consensus view that Johnson was assured victory, citing the 2017 election when Johnson's predecessor, Theresa May, bet on calling a snap election when also far ahead in the polls but lost her majority. In the 2017 election, there were queues of experts lining up at the beginning of the campaign to write off the Labour Party, and what happened then, Corbyn said. Well, I don't know, but I'll give you a prediction of what's going to happen. Given the fact that the guy was accused of lying about an aide who rigged a rape trial, a confirmed doctored video, and bad faith statements and calling Jeremy Corbyn Stalin, the Conservative Party is not looking very good. All it would take is for the Labour Party to launch some kind of investigation into the behavior of the Conservative Party to see if there's any more corruption present, or if there's anything else. Or hell, maybe all the Conservative Party needs to do is just stab themselves in the foot again, and Labour will make a comeback. They were 1 foot in the grave, but now they're climbing out. And all because you made a stupid mistake. He's not Stalin. Not even Stalin for time. Anyway. Yeah. This Brexit thing is going to go on and on and on and on and on and on. 2039. Aliens will come to Earth asking if Earth wants to join a pan-galactic federation, but we'll still be waiting for Brexit to see Brexit to go through, to see if the Britain still wants to leave the European Onion. 2039. Because the Conservatives made a huge mistake, calling a dude Stalin, showing a doctored video, showing all sorts of signs of corruption and just general dirty dealing. Who wants to vote with a party like that? This shit's gonna go on forever and ever and ever. Anyway, peace.